Hey there, I'm so happy to see you. I'm Evelyn Gallardo, the author of the upcoming book Voices from the Mist, The Last Days of Dian Fossey, and also the founder of BeYourOwnHero.org. So welcome to today's episode of Be Your Own Hero, which is how Dian Fossey's vision changed from research to conservation. It's difficult to talk about Dian Fossey without talking about Louis Leakey's Trimates, they were known as. They were known as Leakey's Angels. They were also known as Leakey's Primates. And these are three women who were picked by Louis Leakey, Dian Fossey, Jane Goodall, and Birute Galdikas, to study each of the great apes in their natural habitats. Now, he had found hundreds of thousands of fossils, but they told him nothing about how our human behavior had evolved. So his theory was that by studying our closest living relatives in the wild, that would give us clues as to how we evolved. And Dian was a physical therapist at the time, and when he picked Jane Goodall, she was a secretary. However, that appealed to Leakey because he thought that their observations would be fresher and unbiased. So they became his shining star proteges, and they were trailblazers, and they changed the face of animal observation. Dian began her research in what was then the Congo, now known as the Democratic Republic of the Congo. However, they had a civil war and Dian was evacuated, but she didn't quit. She went to Rwanda and she established her Karisoke Research Center on September 24th, 1967. So Dian's focus, of course, was on research. She would wake up every morning excited to find out what she was going to learn new about the mountain gorillas. Now, it took her a couple of years for them to really get used to her and come closer. The two gorillas you see here are Coco and Pucker, and poachers captured them for the Cologne Zoo in Germany. And they were so sick, though, that they were brought up to Dian for her to nurse back to health. But after she nursed them back to health, she had to give them back, and they were sent to the zoo. And about 9 years later, she heard about that they had died within 2 months of each other. Mountain gorillas do not survive in zoos. Right now, anywhere around the world you go and you see a gorilla, it's a lowland gorilla. So here Dian is shown with Digit, and Digit was the first gorilla to approach Dian. He was young and he had no playmates his age, so he seemed to be attracted by whatever Dian was doing, and he became her very favorite gorilla of all time. Unfortunately, on December 31st of 1977, Digit was captured by poachers and decapitated, and his hands and feet were removed. In Europe, hunters wanted a gorilla head trophy for their walls. In the marketplace, hands of gorillas would be sold for ashtrays. And this devastated Dian. You can see the pain on her face. She was absolutely brokenhearted, and this was her turning point. Dian's parents always made her feel like she had been a big disappointment to them. Her stepfather wanted her to go to business school, but she wanted to be a vet. That didn't work out. So when Digit and several members of his group were murdered, Dian felt like her true family had been killed. It was then that her focus turned to conservation. She believed if she didn't save mountain gorillas from extinction, there wouldn't be any left to study anyway. So Dian beefed up her anti-poaching patrols that she had formed to help protect the gorillas. And their job was to capture poachers and confiscate any contraband they'd collected in the rainforest, and to cut down all of their snares. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. Now, I hope you liked our video, and if you did, please share it with your friends.